Hey guys, hey, welcome to Mondays with Mark. I'm Mark, and this is Smokey, Steve, and Mark. Of course it is! Welcome back. Oh, it's nice to see you. Oh, I was looking forward to this all day. I was looking forward to something a little different today. Oh, I had such great plans for us. We've had such great weather recently that I really wanted to get outside, and together we were going to plant our herb garden today. And we had a nice little way we were going to do it and everything. And I went outside and got the ground ready, and I got all the plants ready. Some of them I grew from seeds. Some of them I went to the local nursery and got. And I thought, you know what? It's getting a little chilly here. Let me. So I checked the weather, and oh, I'm so glad I did, because the low temperatures at night are really getting in the danger zone. So last night it went down to 40, and then this Wednesday they're predicting it's going to go down to 32, and we have frost advisories all week. So I thought, well, it's better to be safe than sorry, and so we're just going to postpone it for a week. But oh man, I've been itching to get outside. It's been so long since I've done any gardening, with the move and everything. I haven't gardened in a while, and I love to garden. Y'all know that, and it's been the same amount of time since we've done any gardening videos either, So we were just gonna have to, kind of have a little patience, I guess. It's better to be safe than sorry. Some herbs they just can't take the cold. I mean, especially basil. Below 50 and you're pushing it with basil. 45 definitely, it'll turn black, and it might survive, but why chance it? Some of the other ones, rosemary's totally fine, even parsley is fine, but I planned a pretty big herb garden, so we're gonna do that next week. And I figured, you know what? What's the next best thing to do? Well, cook, of course. So we're going to go into the kitchen a little bit later and have a really great recipe to share with you. And besides that, I was able to get some gardening done. Well, houseplant stuff done. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to share this with you. Have you ever heard of a living wall? Well, that's what I want to do here in the apartment, And so right over there on, well, you know what? Here, come on. We'll just take you over there and show you. Oh, I'm so excited to show this to you. So anyway, I was able to repot all of our house plants, and they're all happy, because my gosh, they were not happy plants. 2 moves in 8 months, and then the winter, they barely survived the winter. They were looking bad. So I was able to repot them, and they look pretty good. Well, I got a new one. Look at him. This one to show you. He's all fuzzy. Anyway, yeah, I need a new plant, right? Oh my goodness. But anyway, one of the things that I'm really excited to do, and I've been wanting to do for a while, is a living wall. Now, there's all different ways you can do a living wall, including the way that I'm going to be doing it, and that's with any type of vining houseplant, like a philodendron or a pothos or ivy or something like that. So I repotted our pothos here into a nice pedestal pot here. It's bigger than the last one. This is the one that used to be hanging. You probably saw it so many times in videos before. It was big and hanging in front of the window in the living room. So I gave him a fresh new pot, and I built a little tripod kind of thing here, and we'll be taking one of the vines and, looping him around there to make him look real full, and there's new growth. But the fun thing about a living wall is basically it's training any type of plant to grow up a wall, So with the use of stick on clips or tacks, or some people even use nails in the wall, or maybe those tiny little command strip hooks, You simply, you train your plants, like your vine, to grow up your wall like that. And you clip them on there like that, and as the plant grows and continues to grow, it fills out, and then you have a living wall. I think it's going to look so awesome when it's done. And I was thinking we could even make a video if you're interested. We could do a video on how to do it. I think that might be pretty fun, at least a short or something, right? Let me know what you think in the comments if you'd like to see how to make a living wall. I think it'd be kind of cool, huh? So that's just what I wanted to show you. I don't know. Oh yeah, so pretty cool, huh? Living walls are so cool, and there's so many different ways that you can do them too. So if you're interested in that, just Google living walls. It's really cool. I'm like totally into it now. If you haven't been able to tell, and I'm really anxious to see how ours is going to turn out. And I'll definitely at least share pictures with you, but probably make a video of it. I think it would make an interesting video. I do. So that's the project for. Actually, I should probably do it sooner than later, because he's just hanging there. I'm looking at him now, seeing him hang down there. So I'll get started on him soon. So anyway, how was your Mother's Day? Happy belated Mother's Day to everybody. We had a nice day. We spent a little time with Steve's mom, and I guess my mom too, right? Well, mother-in-law anyway. And it's such a blessing for me. To have her in my life, a lot of my mom's no longer with us. I lost her. She was pretty young too, just about 60, and she struggled her whole life with medical issues, mainly multiple sclerosis. And Mother's Day can always be, can be rough, and I think I share this picture every year on Mother's Day, my grandma and my mom and myself there. But I changed my thinking about that, I don't know why, but I think for a lot of people, it's so much, easier, so much just kind of an automatic thing to remember bad times or remember sad times or negative times, So I made a conscious effort to kind of flip that thinking, and I choose to remember my mom and remember the good times we had together, So for many years after she had passed, my first memory when I would think of my mom was her in the last day in hospice care, and I don't want to remember my mother that way, So it did take a little bit of effort and practice in doing that. As soon as the sad kind of thought came, to immediately just change it with something positive and something fun that we did together, and happy memories, And today that's how I remember my mother, especially on Mother's Day. And so Mother's Day was pretty nice. It was. I spent time with Kathy, that's Steve's mom, that's her name. Gave her flowers and stuff, and it's always just it's so nice spending time with her, and with them, and with his father too, and being kind of an adopted son, so to speak, is it's very comforting, and it's something that I'm very, very grateful for, So, but yes, I hope you had a great Mother's Day, and as far as the garden goes, and doing some projects outside, we will definitely be getting our hands dirty next week. Oh, so. Are you hungry? I just happen to have a fantastic recipe for you. And you know what? It kind of serves like double duty, because for whatever reason, this is a recipe that we have gotten quite a few requests to do here on the channel. And, back like, when we first started, and we were smaller than we are today, we were able to do requests. Like, we were able to do all of them, really. Someone said, hey, if you have time, can you do a video on this or that? But now it's hard. we get a lot of requests to do recipes and my crafting. Some people like want to see this or that, and I do keep a list. Every time somebody has a request, we have a list in here because I don't want to forget them, but I mean, literally, it would be impossible to get to every single one of them. I mean, I guess eventually we could get to all of them, but anyway, the point is, yap, I know. The point is that this is a recipe that's been requested over and over and over again, actually through the years here on the channel, so I'm real happy to be able to do it tonight. Tonight, we're gonna head over into the kitchen, and we're gonna make some homemade eggplant parmesan. Come on, let's go. Eggplant parm, anybody? I know I want some. Well, I'm happy to share this recipe with you. And I'm actually kind of surprised that we haven't done this before here on the channel. It is kind of popular, right? We always get requests for it. So we're gonna make it tonight. So let's get started, shall we? The first thing I did was I grabbed 2 eggplants, right? And then I sliced them up into about 1/2-inch slices. And they're right here on the pan. And what we're doing here is sweating our eggplant. And to do that, we're taking some coarse salt, okay? And we're just sprinkling our eggplant with it on both sides and let it sit right on that pan for like 10 to 15 minutes. And what this does is it kind of draws out some excess moisture from the eggplant, okay? So while those are sweating, let's get everything started. So on my stove here, I have a pan here with about 1/2 inch of cooking oil in there heating up. We're gonna use that to kind of fry our eggplant. And in the back, I have about 1 pound of pasta cooking, and that could be pasta of your choice, of course. And we need to make some breadcrumbs. Why don't we make them homemade? All right, and to do that, it's so easy to do. I would recommend making your own breadcrumbs anytime you can. It's so easy to do, really. So in this bowl here, I have about, I think it was 7 slices of bread. It can be any type of bread you want. White bread, wheat bread, doesn't matter. Any type of bread. About 7 slices there, and I toasted it. You could do that in a toaster or right in the oven or in the air fryer, whatever you want to do there, okay? And then I just broke it up into little pieces like that, and we're going to add to that about a tablespoon of dried Italian seasoning. We're going to do a hefty little pinch of salt and a pinch of pepper, and then about a 1/4 cup of freshly grated Parmesan cheese. Yes, I do. I shred my own cheese. Yep. Got to, right? Got to. And we're just going to toss that up a little bit, and we're going to pour that right into the bowl of our food processor. And we're going to put the lid on, and then we're just going to pulse it until we have breadcrumbs. Just perfect. Okay, and then I do like to add a little bit of panko to my homemade breadcrumbs too. I love panko. It just gives it it makes it a little bit lighter. Doesn't hold as much grease, And I'm just pouring about 1/2 cup's worth in there, and then we're just going to give it one more zizz, just to mix it in, and we have some delicious breadcrumbs all ready to go. All right, well, let's set up our breading station. All right, so we have a breading station going on here. So in our first bowl here, we have just regular all-purpose flour. I have about 1 cup there. And then we have an egg wash, and that would be 3 eggs with about 3 tablespoons of water, and then we whisk that all together. And then, of course, here are homemade breadcrumbs. If you see any really big chunks there that you don't like, just pick them out. no big deal. I kind of like them in there, so I'm leaving mine in. But if you don't like that, definitely take them out, okay? So now let's get our eggplant. So our eggplant has been sweating for about 10-15 minutes now. And you probably, I doubt you can see it on camera, but there's like water that it has pulled out on top. It looks glistening kind of in a way. So now we're going to get it ready because we're going to bread our eggplant and then we're going to fry it and then we're going to bake it. But to do that, we're going to get some of that excess moisture off. So we're going to take our eggplant and just kind of give it a little rundown like that. You want to get the excess salt off. We don't want it to be like crazy salty, you know. And then we're just going to dab it with a paper towel just to get the moisture out. And then we'll set it aside. See that moisture there? Mm-hmm. Okay, definitely don't skip this step. You want to get that moisture out as best as possible. And you can let it sit for up to a half hour too if you'd like, all right? All right, and I got a few more to do here. Dun, dun, dun. We are ready to bread. Are you ready to bread? Let's bread, okay? All right, this is very easy. We have our station set up here. And the first thing we're gonna do, take our eggplant, we're gonna dredge that in some flour, just like so. Dun, dun, dun. And then we're going to dip it into our eggs, and with our other hand, we're going to kind of push it down in there and get that all covered there. We're going to do dry hand, wet hand, dry hand. And then we're going to put it right into our breadcrumbs, and with our dry hand, we're just going to kind of put some on the top like that, and then press it down and dredge that in. And we're just gonna set them over here on a pan, and they're ready to fry. And of course, repeat with the rest of our eggplant slices. And we're ready to fry. All right, so our oil is all heated up, and you want to aim for about 375 degrees, or a little bit more than medium if you have an electric stove. I've been temping this all day. Yeah, I'm not too happy with our stove here, but, we're going to make it work anyway. And really, all we're going to do is fry our eggplant on both sides. I'll show you. Until both sides are nice and brown. That'll be anywhere from, say, 2 to 3 minutes per side, okay? And they look good. And we're going to just take them out, and we're going to set them on some paper towels just to drain a little bit while we repeat with the rest of our eggplant. Woo, that was fun. All right, so now we're going to bake these babies up, all right? So let's assemble that. For that, we're going to need some prepared marinara sauce, homemade, of course, right? Now you could always use a jar too, okay? Just use your favorite kind. And then here I have some fresh grated Italian blend cheese, and this is a mixture of Parmesan, mozzarella, and Asiago here, okay? Feel free to use the cheese of your choice if you like provolone or mozzarella, Parmesan, whatever kind you like. I just like a nice Italian mix, okay? And I do shred it right before we're going to use it too, okay? And then here, oh yes, this is some fresh oregano, basil, and parsley here, which I chopped up. We're going to use that at the end to finish it. And oh yeah, fresh, not that dried stuff, All right, so let's assemble these, okay? So our eggplant's ready to go here. Looks nice, doesn't it? Oh yeah. And I have a pan ready to go here, which I just gave it a little bit of a spray of some cooking spray there. And I preheated our oven to 400 degrees. So what we're gonna do is, we're just gonna take a little bit of our marinara sauce. Here, we'll do it right there. And spread it around just a little bit. There we go, like that. And then what we're going to do is assemble it according to serving size. So I think we're going to do 2. So I'm going to put one like that. And we'll do another big one. How about that one? And I'm just going to put him like that, okay? And then we're going to put a little bit of cheese on here, like that. And then we're gonna give it a little more sauce right on top, like so. And then, yep, more cheese. Just like that. Okay, and then again, repeat with the rest of our eggplant and however many servings you want to make. Woo, okay. I did that really fast, huh? Okay, look, it's like a work of art, isn't it? It is. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, we're gonna bake in a 400-degree oven for 25 to 30 minutes until our cheese is all nice and melty and starting to brown, and then we'll take it out, all right? Ooh. Oh, it's ready. We found a kitchen timer, but I think we should probably get a different one, huh? Like more kitchen oriented, like in the shape of a cock or something. Chicken, rooster, not God. Who uses cock? Come on. It's like vase and vase. I say vase, everyone else says vase. Anyway, the point is our eggplant parmesan is ready to come out. Let's get this. Oh, it smells like a restaurant in here. Oh, yes, I'm in love. Oh my gosh. All right, so let's serve her up. Okay, so we already made our pasta, and I kind of got it prepared and ready to go. I guess this is kind of like a little chef tip or a restaurant tip. I don't know. So what do we make? A pound here? So take about a cup of prepared marinara sauce and about a quarter cup of Parmesan, and just toss all your pasta in it. This is a fabulous way to serve pasta, especially if it's a side dish. And it won't stick together. You can store it in the fridge that way too. Won't stick together. Oh, it's a great way to do it. And a pretty plate there. So we're gonna take some of our pasta here. We're gonna put it right on our plate. I think I'm gonna do a hefty little amount of pasta here. Yeah, I think that's good. Ooh, yeah, that looks good. Okay, I got that. And then I'm gonna bring this over here because I know this is gonna be hot. Which one's the prettiest? Here, we'll just use this one. All right. Ooh. Put it right on there like that. Oh, yes. And get these off of there. Any little brown parts here, well, black parts I like to take off. Okay, there we go. Okay, and then, of course, we have to finish with our fresh herbs. Yes, right on top and all around the outside of our plate. Make it look nice and pretty. Oh, it's all about the presentation. You know me. All right. All right. There you have it. Our eggplant parmesan. I just had a little bit more of it. I don't usually eat in the daytime at all. I have I do the OMAD thing, but this turned out so good. And so delicious. I made this yesterday and we had it for dinner last night, and eggplant parmesan is one of Steven's favorite meals of all time. So I was so happy to be able to make this, and he did like it too. In fact, I made so much of it, my gosh, that I took some into work this morning, and right before I started filming, literally right before I started filming, I got a text from my friend at work, and she said, thank you so much. Her entire family loved it. They had it for dinner tonight, and that they really liked it. So that was nice to hear that. It's a really good recipe. So I do hope you give it a shot. And if you do, definitely take a picture, okay, and send it on over to us. We like to share those pictures every so often in a video, So that was our eggplant parmesan recipe. Oh man, you gotta give it a try. Oh, you know what? It's such a nice time tonight with you, and I hope the feeling was mutual. Okay, so definitely hit that subscribe button. Okay, and also give that notification bell a little poke there. Okay, so you know when we have a new video coming out, and all of our contact information is listed right down below. That's our email address and our post office box. Definitely check us out over on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And I'll be sure to post this recipe over on our social medias too, so you can download it. Okay, I just got the recipe posted for the apple butter pie we did last week. So that's up on Facebook right now. So if you want that recipe, it's there. Okay. Thank you again, everybody. You have a fantastic week. I will see you next time, alright? Ciao, everybody!